What's going on, YouTube? Beans right here, and right back at it with another video. Today we're actually doing something different for once. It's not going to be Call of Duty or Apex Legends like you normally see on my Twitch channel or on my YouTube channel. We're actually going to be showing you some Pokemon Go Battle League matches. I'm a huge fan of Pokemon Go. I just never get a chance to stream it or record it. Streaming is kind of difficult to do with it because you need to do like a lot of different stuff for it. But we'll get into that some other time. But I did actually manage to find a way to do videos at least. So we're just to show off me doing this set of Master League battles. Uh, Again, Go Battle League stuff, ranked play pretty much for somewhat of a competitive thing. But we're getting into this match right now. I'm using Giratina Altered Form. I'm using Kyogre and Melmetal. I think it's a pretty strong lineup. It does have definitely some weaknesses. I do go 4-1 in this set, so we're just going to talk over the gameplay and probably talk about what I did and why I did it, or just go through it all. Ta-da! The name. I'm only rank 8, so it's like I'm not like some like super awesome rank 10 high competitive player. I mean, I am a competitive player, or at least I want to be, but I'm just not there yet. We're getting there though. Okay, so we have Altered Form versus Origin Form. This is a very tough matchup. Altered Form can win in the 2 shield, but it is really tricky. If I was using Dragon Breath, I'd definitely win the 2 shield here. So I end up shielding. He ends up baiting me with the Ominous Wind. Go for the Dragon Claw. He then shields it back. So I'm like, alright. But I know I can outpace him to another Dragon Claw before he gets to the Ominous Wind. Which also tells me he's going to go for the Shadow Ball next. Go for another Dragon Claw. I'm like, alright, so this has to be like Shadow Ball, right? Because he overtapped. I made the right call this time. The first time I didn't, not so much to be honest. I kind of overtap a little bit here because I know he's just trying to go for another Shadow Ball here just to finish me off because I have no more shields. So I'm going for a Dragon Claw. He has no shields either. I lose the CMP tie, which is unfortunate because I wouldn't be able to fire off that Dragon Claw and I end up winning that. I think he was short on. I'm pretty sure he was short on the Shadow Ball because he actually didn't fire. I thought he was going to, but I'm pretty sure he was like one short. So I guess he figured I probably lose this match and I'm gonna try to do as much damage as possible. So, okay, so here comes a Metagross. Chunk him a little bit because I'm using Shadow Claw. I'm not sure if I like Shadow Claw or Dragon Breath. I tried doing Dragon Breath in a set off stream, and I ended up going 2-3. I won some matchups that I wasn't winning before, but then I started losing some matchups that I wasn't without it. So I don't know. I think I'm gonna go back to Shadow Claw. I think it's just better. So I bring out the Kyogre obviously because Kyogre is really good against Metagross. I'm able to tank these Meteor Mashes. You know, not doing a lot of damage here. Yeah, Kyogre is definitely an MVP. Kyogre definitely is starting to help dictate the meta a bit because I'm starting to see more Melmetals using Thunderbolt, more Dialgas using Thunder over the Draco Meteor. So I really feel like that Kyogre is starting to like make its way into the meta as like a really strong candidate. So he ends up with Togekiss last, which I have Melmetal in the back. And I'm gonna win this matchup obviously just because I'm gonna be able to hit Rock Slide after 2 Rock Slides before he gets off a Flamethrower. This is a pretty interesting matchup here. Everything kind of went my way. Again, Giratina is really annoying, the Origin form, but I end up winning the 2 shield matchup with Altered just because I'm a little bit tankier, and I shielded properly. Well, the first shield not so much, but that second shield definitely crucial. So I end up winning this, like I said, back to back. Rock Slides. I should have sped up these videos. I do apologize. I'm going to try to work on that for the next one. All right, so we win the first one. Go back in the second one. I ended up only doing 10 sets yesterday of the 20 that we were allowed. I ended up going 30 and 20 altogether, so I ended up being positive. I'm like in the high 2300s right now. Like I'm like 2370 something right now, I think, or 2360 something. It's pretty good. Not great, obviously. Like so I'm not rank 9 yet or rank 10, obviously. It'd be it's good. So okay, so what we have here is Guaranteed versus Melmetal. if I had Dragon Breath, this would have been a really problematic. This is what I'm talking about right here. Like, it's like the Dragon Breath versus the Shadow Claw. So I ended up firing off a Shadow Sneak 'cause I know it's going to do neutral damage at least. So I'm just going to chip away at the Melmetal before I end up switching out. So I give up switch advantage. I go for Kyogre because I figured, okay, he doesn't have Thunderbolt, and I'm going to be neutral at least. I wanted a safe switch. I wanted to do a safe switch because if I switch into Melmetal against the Melmetal, I just didn't want to, like, go into a losing matchup, and so I went with the Kyogre instead to do neutral damage at least to everything. It ended up being Giratina, so that was actually false what I'm trying to say. Obviously, he's playing the Giratina altered form, a shiny one. He's trying to shiny flex on me a little bit. So I'm sitting here thinking, okay, this guy, are we doing a mirror match? Because he has Giratina versus. Okay, right here I lagged. As you saw, I missed a lot of those first like 10 bubbles. I only ended up getting like a great, which sucked for me. You know, the go battle lag, which happens a lot. Me not so much than other people, but I do get those cases as well. Like today, right before I started recording this video, I did a set where I went 2-3. I should have went 4-1, and 2 games in a row I lagged horribly, like weak connection, and it just didn't want to let me fire off any charge moves while they were able to hit me with fast moves. It just made no sense. They need to really address that problem. It's hard to do with mobile devices though because there's like so many different companies and towers to have that to go through. So I understand it, but it's still very frustrating. That's the one thing that sucks about mobile games. So again, I bring back out my Giratina, obviously. I know I'm able to outpace it because I'm using Shadow Claw. Dragon Breath does a lot of damage, but I'm able to outpace him in terms of firing off charge moves because of because of the Shadow Claw, because you get such a higher energy gain. I only have to do like 4 or 5 Shadow Claws to get Dragon Claw, while he has to do like 20. It's a bad pace for him. He ends up winning that though, the matchup, which is okay because Melmel doesn't come out. A couple Thunder Shocks. He actually stays alive with like 1 HP in a Dream. I don't shield because I'm like, well, I need to save that shield for whatever's coming out in the pocket. Dragon Claw does nothing. Alright, so I'm in a 1v3 situation right here, technically. So I knock out the Giratina, and I'm in a 1v2. I have a shield still, obviously. He brings out the Melmetal. I have to shield the superpower. I then superpower him back. KO him. I don't hit the Excellent because fighting moves are really hard to hit Excellence on. And here comes a Darkrai, and I was surprised for this. I was like, wow, okay, Darkrai. You don't see that very often because I don't think he's that good. He's very glassy. So I hit the Excellent on this one. Thank the Lord. It does over 50% of his health. I'm in a good spot here. Boom. Get another one. Back to back to back superpowers. Melmetal is the MVP of this match. I end up winning it, obviously. Another great. They really got to do something with the fighting. I mean, I know why they did it, but they really need to fix the fighting move, in my opinion, for the bubbles. I'm not a big fan of it. Like how they have it set up. It's just kind of weird. It's really hard to hit Excellence. All right, so we're sitting right now 2-0. Not it's not terrible. Not it's not bad. Like I said, I'm going 4-1 this set. Golbat. I believe this is the match I lost. I'm not 100% sure. So I got guarantee obviously against the Mewtwo. So I'm like, all right, well, I could probably win this matchup, but I have to respect the first charge move. You always have to respect Mewtwo, just because it's like, is it Shadow Ball? Is it Psy Strike? Is it something else? Could it be Ice Beam? Like you have to respect Mewtwo's first attack. So it's a Psy Strike. So I'm thinking, okay, well he has Psy Strike. There's no way he has Shadow Ball. I'm gonna over tap a little bit here. I'm gonna fire off a Shadow Sneak because it's super effective damage. Try to chip away at this Mewtwo. Mewtwo is really weak. Like you have to save your shields for Mewtwo, both against it and for it, because it's like, man, it hurts. He gets hurt a lot by, like, if you can just look at his health bar, like he's way worse than mine, even in a shielding matchup right here. So I fire off another Shadow Sneak. Like I said, Side Strike even like in a neutral matchup did so much damage to me. Ends up switching out to Snorlax. I switch out to Melmetal, obviously, because I want to fire off these superpowers. So I go for a Rock Slide here because I want to bait out that last shield, thinking he had, you know, make him think that I don't have the superpower. He ends up actually not shielding, and I was like, well, damn. if I just sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I mean, it's definitely a technique that does work, especially with the Melmetal. I feel like it works more with Melmetal than anything else. He ends up having superpower on his Snorlax, which is really problematic. He ends up firing off a second one, which I actually let go, I believe. Yeah, I let this go because I was like, okay, I don't think he can KO me here. So now I go for the superpower myself because I'm like, well, I might as well now because he he shielded the first one. He ends up shielding this one now. So I go for another one because I overtapped. Sometimes you do that. You want to just fire back to backs because you know you can outpace certain Pokemon. So I end up KOing the Snorlax. So now I feel like I'm in a good position here. I respect the Psy Strike. And here comes the Origin form. And yeah, this is definitely the game I lose. Because I'm like, well, there's no way I can outpace the Origin form. He can just farm me down. We have no shields in play. He's just gonna farm me down and then Shadow Ball. He just Shadow Balls the Kyogre pretty much, and Kyogre does nothing against this because unfortunately my Kyogre doesn't have Blizzard. But it wouldn't have mattered anyway. Even if I had Blizzard, it wouldn't have got to it in time. There's just no way. That's why I shielded the original Mewtwo Psy Strike. Yeah, back-to-back shadows. I can't. There's nothing I can do about it. I mean, Origin form is a pain in the ass. I literally hate that Pokemon more than anything else in the Master League. Uh, I don't care about playing against Snorlax, Togekiss, or Dialga, or Kyogre, Groudon, Mewtwo. Like anything else does not matter. Dragonite, Metagross. There's a lot of things in Master League that's actually usable. People actually hate Master League, but I don't mind it. I like it better than Ultra League. I'm gonna make a video about that some other time, like why and what I feel like needs to be done to change these leagues and what needs to um, make them better, and just personally pick which one I think is the best or the worst. So I'm gonna do those videos some other time. All right, so I'm in a Dialga matchup here. Really interesting. Obviously, Dialga is probably the king of the Master League. Definitely one of the best leads in the game. Definitely one of the best closers in the game. Definitely one of the best safe switches in the game. It's just all around like one of the best. So I fire off a Dragon Claw. I switch to Melmetal, hoping to force him to switch out, which I get. It's yet again Giratina Origin form. Yay! Another another Origin form. I same with Rock Slide because I know it's gonna do neutral damage. I'm just gonna keep firing off these Rock Slides, hopefully baiting out a shield here and there. I decide not to shield here. It ends up being Shadow Ball. It does half my health. So I know I can get off 2 Rock Slides before he gets off another Shadow Ball, so I decided to just go for it here. So I overtapped yet again. Rock Slide. One more Thunder Shock. Second Rock Slide. Boom. He actually ends up not shielding any of them. So I'm pretty happy about this actually because I'm like, the Origin form's out of my way, essentially, and that just is a good thing. So I switch back into Altered, a couple Shadow Claws, KOs him. Now we're pretty much even right now. We're in a 2v2 scenario. I gotta shield this Iron Head because it does do a lot of neutral damage. It ends up being Thunder, which was actually crazy because like I said, I saw a lot of Dialgas with Thunders over the Draco Meteors. I saw Melmels with Thunderbolts because I feel like Kyogre is just starting to make them force these electric moves out of here. Get a little bit of lag here. I don't know if that benefited me or not because I mean it didn't really do anything to either one of us. Sometimes you get those weird lags where like you can do something then they can't, or vice versa. But that was like kind of beneficial for I guess both of us. It didn't. Luckily, it didn't do anything for us. I ended up getting the Shadow Claw or this other Dragon Claw off before dying. He ends up actually shielding it, which was really interesting. I'm not sure why he shielded that. And it made me think like, okay, maybe he just wants to fire off a thunder or whatever. So I saw the thunder once. I'm not gonna let him do it again. I gotta shield the second one. It's thunder, obviously. I'm really surprised I actually saved that shield. I guess he just thought I had Kyogre. He made the right choice, but it wasn't a smart choice because I'd rather have let the Dialga die, save my shield for Metagross, and potentially got 2 Earthquakes. So now, like, so again, this match I actually am winning. This is a really hard fought match. It was definitely a grind out match. That's a lot of Master League matches are like that. There's no super fast, spammy community day moves like Ultra League, which is what I hate the most. So I end up just surfing it down because Metagross is not good against Kyogre. Meteor Matches do nothing. The Earthquake obviously will hurt, but in that situation, I'm just going to be able to outpace you with Waterfall damage and Surfs. JC Ratfish is my last opponent of the set. I think this was like even more of a grindier match than the last one. These last 2 matches are pretty grindy. So yet again, I see a shiny. Oh, this one's shiny, but a shiny Mewtwo. Yet again, gotta respect the first charge move it's gonna throw at me because you don't know. It could be Shadow Ball. It could be Side Strike. I ended up letting it go because I was like, something in my head told me like to just not. I don't really know. So he switches to Dialga. I go for a Shadow Sneak because I mean, I was already locked in of doing it while he was switching, so I had no choice. So I switched into Melmetal, so I'm in a favorable matchup here. I go for the Rock Slide, trying to bait out a shield here. He ends up not shielding it. Today's just not my day for the shield baits, apparently, on this video at least. He actually hits me with Thunder yet again. Sync Thunders a lot. Does neutral damage against me. Alright, so in this situation, I'm just like, you know what? I'm going to double tap, over tap. Yet again, I'm just going to Rock Slide him. Again, trying to bait him out, bait him out, bait him out. There goes the shield finally. And now I finally hit him with the superpower because I was like, you know what, screw it. Because I feel like he's at a range right now where the Rock Slide probably kills him anyway. So I was like, you know, I'm just gonna go for the superpower and just make sure, just to make sure. And here comes the origin form yet again. Mewtwo origin form Dialga, such a fun lineup to use. So creative. I go for the Dragon Claws here. He ends up actually not shielding it. I have 2 shields still, so I'm in a good position here. Gonna fire off the Shadow Ball. Go for a Dragon Claw here. Hopefully bait out the last shield that he has. He ends up doing it. I end up shielding as well. It ends up being another Shadow Ball. Here comes the Mewtwo. I end up Dragon Clawing. So I ended up switching here because I knew he wasn't. Didn't have enough energy to. I didn't want him to farm me down and have extra energy on the Kyogre. So I figured, okay, I'm gonna switch. He brings back out the Giratina. I'm able to fire off the Surf. Not very effective, but it did half of what he had left. Just waterfalling down. Like I said, even in a not very effective matchup, like those Kyogre waterfalls are hard hitting. He ends up having to fire off the Shadow Ball against my weakened Kyogre because he was not be able to outpace me. And has come out with one Shadow Claw and win. 1 HP in a Dream. That was a super grindy match. But we ended up winning that. So like I said, I ended up going forward one in the set, which was pretty awesome. I don't remember how much rating I ended up gaining. I think I gained like 28 or something like that. But that's pretty much it. I'm wrap the video up. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Pause that for a second. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you guys think about it. I'm gonna do some more of these if you guys like it. I have a couple more sets saved from over the yesterday, and so whatever. Let me know. But thanks for tuning in, for your love and support, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.